It is me, Shark. I have a regular office job, earning around $3,000 to $3,500 a month after taxes. It sounds okay, but every time the money comes into my account, I almost know where it is going to go. Rent takes up the majority of my income because in the US, rent alone can eat up more than half of your income if you live in the city, not to mention electricity, water, internet, and other small expenses that add up. Then there is food, gas, car insurance, phone, and other unnamed expenses that keep popping up regularly each month. And in the end, the remaining money is almost not enough to call it saving. I do not spend extravagantly, I do not buy expensive things, I do not live luxuriously, but my account still gets close to zero before the end of the month. And that is when I realized the problem was not that I spent too much, but that my income was not enough to create any surplus. So I started thinking very simply, if one job is not enough, then another one will do. I signed up for Uber because it was the quickest way to turn my free time into money. No interview needed, no special skills required, just a car and time. My day started early in the morning with my main job, arriving at the office at 9 a.m., working until 5 p.m., then grabbing a quick bite to eat, getting in my car and driving for Uber until around 9 to 10 p.m. On slow days, I would leave a little earlier, but on busy days, I would try to do a few more rides because seeing the money added to each trip made me feel like I was making good use of my time. And that was not all. I also took on freelance work at night, small jobs like design, content writing, or anything I could do on my laptop, usually after 10 p.m. until I could barely keep my eyes open anymore. My days were practically non-stop, work in the morning, driving in the evening, freelance work at night, then a few hours of sleep, and the cycle repeated. My body was exhausted, but every time I saw my total income increase, I told myself it was all worth it, because at least this time I was doing something to change the situation. In my mind, everything was logical: work more, earn more, and then I would start having extra money. I did not think of this as a long-term problem, but just a temporary hard work phase to get through, and then life would be easier. And that belief led me to accept a nearly non-stop schedule, because I believed I was proactively controlling my finances by working more. After a few weeks, then a few months, I started to get used to that rhythm of life, always busy, always having something to do, and my income really did increase significantly compared to before. My main job's income was steady, Uber earnings were pretty good each week, and while freelance work was not consistent, each time I received a few $100 to $1,000 more. There were months when I looked at my total income and saw the number was much higher than before, enough to make me think I was finally on the right track. But the strange thing was, even though I earned more, I did not feel like I had more money to spare. Money still went into my account, but almost immediately went out. Rent increased when I had to renew my lease. Gasoline costs increased because I drove Uber every day. Car maintenance started to appear because I used my car more than before. I ate out more often because I no longer had time to cook. And small expenses like coffee, fast food, service fees started adding up into significant amounts. I began to notice that I was earning money faster, but also spending it faster in ways I did not really control. There were days I drove Uber for 3 to 4 hours, earning a few dozen to over $100, but after deducting gas and expenses, the remaining amount was not as much as I expected. Freelancing helped me earn extra money, but in return, I had almost zero rest time and I started feeling persistent fatigue. I continued because I thought if I just pushed a little harder, if I maintained this pace longer, the money would definitely start accumulating. But the reality was that even with increased income, my financial situation did not change much. I still had to carefully calculate every expense. I still had to check my account before deciding to buy something, and I still did not feel financially secure. I am starting to realize something very unsettling. I am doing more than ever before, but my life is not actually getting easier. And although I do not want to admit it yet, something in this system is not working the way I initially thought it would. There was a point when I started looking at my total income instead of the money I had left, and that made me feel much better. Because if you looked at the total, it was clear I was earning much more than before. I told myself it was just a matter of time, that if I kept this pace, the money would start accumulating. I stopped paying so much attention to every little expense, because in my mind, the incoming cash flow was large enough to cover them. I started getting used to being busy all the time and gradually saw it as normal. A day without doing anything made me uncomfortable because it felt like I was missing out on money. I started trading my rest time for a few extra hours driving Uber or another freelance job. Whenever I felt tired, I reminded myself that I was doing this for the future, so that feeling became acceptable. I stopped thinking, should I be doing this much, and started thinking, can I do even more? And most importantly, I still believed I was moving forward, even though I never actually stopped to check how far I had come. I started associating my self-worth with how much money I earned each month, rather than how much I saved. Larger numbers made me feel more confident, even though my end-of-month balance remained almost unchanged. I did not realize I was caught in a loop, working more to earn more, but also spending more to sustain it. And because everything was happening slowly, without any obvious shocks, I had no reason to stop. I still thought I was in control. At least I believed so. One day at the end of the month, I opened my bank account not to spend money, but to see how much I had saved. I scrolled down, looked at the balance, and lingered longer than usual. The number was almost the same as a few months ago. I thought I must be mistaken, so I started reviewing my transaction history. A lot of money came in, but just as much went out. My main job salary, my weekly Uber earnings, scattered freelance work, everything was there. But in the end, there was nothing significant left. I started adding up my total income for the month, and the number was large enough to make me think I should have some money left over. But when I looked at the actual amount of money left, I realized something very hard to accept. I am working 3 jobs, but I have no savings. Not just little. It is almost none. No emergency fund. No money to invest. There was no such thing as savings. Just money flowing in and out. The feeling was not one of shock, but a very clear sense of loss. It was like thinking you were moving forward, but actually standing still. I look back at my work schedule. Working in the morning, driving in the evening, freelancing at night, almost no time off, and in return, no savings. For the first time, I asked myself a question I had always avoided before. What am I doing all this for? And that is when I realized the problem was not about whether I was working enough or not anymore. Then I started looking back at my whole story, not in terms of where did I go wrong, but in terms of how the system is working. I used to think the problem was that I was not working enough. But clearly, working 3 jobs was not enough. The problem was not how much I earned. It was that the cost of living was eating up that extra income. Rent took up a large portion of my income. Insurance, gas, food, bills, everything increased over time. And as income increased, expenses naturally increased without me noticing. I do not spend lavishly, but I still did not have any money left over. That made me realize something very clearly. In America, you can work a lot, but that does not guarantee you will save. I used to think that just by working harder and doing more, my finances would improve. But the reality is, if the cost of living is high enough, you are just running faster in the same circle. I am not poor because I am lazy. I am not lacking in effort. I am just living in an environment where the cost is high enough to swallow up all that effort. And that is when I realized this was not just a personal issue anymore. It is the cost of living. And if you do not realize that soon, you will always think the problem lies with yourself. While in reality, you are just playing a game whose rules made it very difficult to win from the start. I hope you learned something from my story. Thank you for watching this far, and do not forget to follow so you do not miss the next content.